Hi everybody, hope you are doing good today, and I'm thankful to you for watching this video. And today I'm going to talk about the topic be cognizant. Be cognizant is nothing but having knowledge, be aware of. I took this topic because I've gone through couple of experiences from 1995 one, and the second I've read the couple of news on the job firms doing fraud in India and wherever it is, and I thought this would be useful for students. That is the core reason I thought of take my time to record it. Yeah, that's what I thought of, take my time on record to educate those who are not aware of the overseas job scams and all. First of all, you should know why you want to go abroad. That's one. And when you plan for going abroad, either for studies or work, you have to see the Ministry of External Affairs website, FAQs. That's what I have gone through and I shared in the Help to Build Care group. That's one. And I'm not talking about the countries like Australia, New Zealand, Canada, UK and ESA. I'm not referring these countries. What I'm referring is the other countries. If you go for studies, for example MBBS in Russia and China, they have that one. And second thing is jobs in Singapore, Malaysia, various nations, Ireland. People pay. I heard a lot of stories when I was in India. People, especially students, highly educated, they pay amount 1 to 10 lakhs in between range to these firms. That's one. And second, they go there, they don't know. Definitely they'll end up in the wrong place and wrong guy, so they lose money. They may land on a wrong visa, and they may get or may not get the work permits. And most probably, I watched a couple of videos also in YouTube. Most probably people work either in as security guards or back-end jobs in the whole restaurants, and because the ego and other shy comes into picture, they could not go back to the home countries, and by the time they already took huge amount of loan. So these things, so what I gone through and experienced, so I put it in. I'm writing an article and I will post it shortly. So you need to know the Ministry of External Affairs website. You go through it, FAQs, when if you are leaving India, what you need to carry, what you should do and all. One. Second is every nation, kept as their official websites, like governments like Malaysia, Singapore, Saudi or wherever. So they mentioned including the cost of the visas also. As per my knowledge, I visited Singapore in 2000 year for 14 days for a visit visa. So I know it doesn't cost much more than in between $5 to $50 for to get a visa. Visa fees I refer, but the consultancies or job firms in Hyderabad or in India, they charge $2,000 those days. But these days they may charge up to $10,000 also. So you need to know the fees, and if you cannot, for example, Malaysia or Singapore consulates are located in Chennai. If you cannot go for a visa from Hyderabad or wherever, Delhi, wherever you are in India, to that particular consulate, so what do you do when you go to that country, right? That basic question you need to analyze. You cannot expect somebody, a middleman or a broker, do everything and give a passport with visa and without any valid work permit and job offer. What they nobody offer any job. They get a tourist visa and they may ask you to go there, but take a lot of huge amount of money, and after going there you have to suffer. And you watch couple of videos what I explained about the IT skills. So you need to have those kind of IT skills, not just software testing or SAP one module or something. So because you have to face the international market, right? On top of it, your English communication skills and interview breaking skills. These communication skills is not just English. I mean, so many things comes into picture. So those things you must be well versed before you leave India, because you have to face the international competition, right? And you have to have a plan. What if you don't get the work permit, if you don't get the project, if you get the project or work permit? So these things you have to analyze it on hand before you leave, otherwise people cheat. And if any student pay money, student or professional pay money to go abroad, those third world nations I refer, he or she himself fail in the first attempt itself. So don't pay money to any middleman. And when it comes to these advanced nations, for the students even pay money for the consultancies. I don't recommend anyone, because you have internet, right? Guys came here when there was no internet. For example, my case I explained several times. So when you have internet, when you have a graduation degree on hand, who is that stopping you to do it by yourself, right? You have to do online by yourself, and a lot of websites explained pin to pin everything. So why do you need to pay your father or mother's hard-earned money to a middleman? It cost around $2,000 just to get a H1B, right? So it's not good. You do it by yourself. That's one. And you have to check if somebody offer a work permit from Singapore, or false promise, I mean job scams. So you have to check, for example, MalaysianWorkPermit.com or SingaporeWorkPermit.com. Those are the official websites you need to check. And that's one. First is my Ministry of India External Affairs FAQs. Second is that respective country where you are planning to go. Third, you have to check online if some X company is in India is promising there. So what is the text and all. Don't trust by words, okay? These days you cannot trust anybody in India. And that's one. And the form they offer you, for example Microsoft, that guy bluff you, then you have to check whether somebody is working in Microsoft, contact whether it's true or not. So those things, example I quoted the company name, okay? Then next one, the next one, you need to check the online social, economic and political conditions in that country. For example, if you go to Russia for a job or studies, what do you do? And they are now struggling a lot, right? Don't go to countries where the people have a lot of issues with the social, economic and political. And what do you do after going there? When they don't have money to eat, they buy bread and butter, what do you do there? So you have to consider those things. The fourth checklist or fifth point is, you have to contact somebody there who already went there through this channel or through this guy. And the sixth one is, you have to contact your friends or relatives or somebody there. How is the life there, how is the market and all. And on top of all this, you need to know immigration rules first for any nation if you are leaving India, because God also cannot help if you violate the local rules or laws. And the second point in that is, you must know the law of the local land, otherwise it's near waste to go to another country without knowing the law of the nation. And the fourth one is work culture. This is very important. So for example, don't find my English accent fault and all, like how is my English accent, whether they can understand or not. Like for example, I have a lot of knowledge on the subject. For example, to quote you, I have a lot of knowledge on MCSC 2012, but I cannot speak in a good English or an American English accent. Or if you go to British, their English accent, or Malaysia, Malaysia, Singapore, their English accent. And if I cannot understand their English accent and I cannot reply, and See, I understand, but I cannot reply. Then what's the fun in going there, right? So these things you have to analyze you. And I'm doing is, I feel like giving the tips, but it's like a spoon feeding kind of things. But if you are in graduation, you must know all this, and a lot of videos are there in YouTube and internet these days. So you have to do a lot of research, and there is no point in going abroad without doing any groundwork. And I don't see why we are so crazy about leaving India. I mean, you have to have a dream. Like MS in US bring a lot of difference in life, and you can bring the same change in India. But what is the fun in going to some other countries through middlemen by paying huge amount of money, by losing $10,000 to $20,000, and not sure of the work permits, getting work permit, the length of the work permit, and where do you stay, and somebody might definitely cheat. I mean, in India and that place also, unless two cheaters establish a network or link, you cannot fall pit into their trap. So you have to be very careful when you go abroad, those pretty small countries. So I'm not blaming any nation. They are very good. They are developed well, but where do you fit in? And on top of it, you need to see where the skills or IT market demands in those nations. Not just like I want to go to Malaysia, then pay some money to middlemen and take a flight and go. It's not good, right? That's what I would like to communicate. And thanks for watching my video. And please like our pages on the Facebook and subscribe the videos. I met the good friends and men, and I understand God created all without discrimination. We have to love each other rather than hate each other. And thanks for watching this video. God bless you. Good luck.